Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Wanted to go over my new lens that I got. This is my deload workout, and I'm using a Tokina 11 to 16 millimeter f2.8 on the Canon T4i. And I thought I'd do a different kind of video, a video that you normally wouldn't see on a fitness channel. And for those of you that are interested in picking up really high quality gear, or good gear for a price, maybe you're looking for a certain lens, I thought this would be a good opportunity to use these interests of mine to share it with you. One of the main things when you're trying to do your own channel or just record yourself working out, especially with a DSLR, you guys that watch Brian Campbell has some great video. I love his quality. If you also look at Jim McD over at Super Training, does really good video with DSLR, and I really appreciate that kind of stuff because I really do like how it looks. It just makes everything look crisp. Something that you just typically don't get. It's for some people, for most of you that watch videos, maybe you don't care as much. I don't know if you can make a comment below. I'm curious to know who cares. But for me, I like tech and I like high quality stuff. If you're into HD like me, I like creating HD stuff. And when you can get good quality lenses and just really good quality stuff, it's really, really cool to kind of get some cool things going. So one of the things I wanted to review about this lens is sort of the distance. Because one of the problems, if you can see how close I am, it's about 7 feet from the center of the camera to the center of the platform here. And I kind of wanted to make a video like this because when I was trying to buy this lens, I wanted to find a review that would do something like this. I did find one. There'll be a link in the description. Kind of went over kind of the distance of the camera and kind of going over distortion. You can see in this angle, being about 7 feet away, being pretty close to a full body shot on a squat, you can see there's a decent amount of distortion. It's not too bad. When I say distortion means you see how my legs look kind of weird. That's sort of the distortion, or I should say look kind of weird when you compare it to the barbell plate. That's just a setup of how things look like when you have a very wide lens. This is a 16 millimeter. And you can kind of see how distorted it looks. And I like to kind of show, like the screenshot on the lower left, you can kind of see how far the camera is from from where I'm squatting. And here this is a same angle, but I just lowered the camera a little bit. Actually, I lowered the angle, I guess, and it's different. So you kind of see here the difference is a little bit. I don't know. I maybe moved it back a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. And this is kind of what I want to look at when I look to buy a lens, at least specifically for me. If you're a fitness channel and you happen to use DSLR, you're interested in using DSLR, or you're just interested in just using DSLR video, this kind of gives you an idea of kind of the distance, how far you get. And this is kind of cool because I have also a 30 millimeter 1.4 Sigma lens and also the kit lens, which is a 18 to 55 millimeter. One of the big challenges is space, and I tend to squat here next to the garage door simply because I get better lighting and I also get more distance, and it kind of helps out a lot. You can see here I kind of get a little bit further distance. This is roughly 12 feet away from the platform. When I'm in the squat rack inside the gym, there's a lot more dark lighting. The lighting isn't as good. Also, the space is a little bit more cramped. The only reason why the camera is a little further away, you can see how I have a really wide angle shot here, is simply because you can see that gentleman walk through because the garage needed to be open because there's a lot of construction going on in my facility where I work at over the gym. So I'm kind of just trying to accommodate people around me. At the same time, one of the things I want to get from the lens is being able to have flexibility, and that's one thing I'm starting to like about it. I was debating whether or not I wanted to keep it, and I kind of want to because the flexibility is there. It's 2.8, which means it's a decent speed for the flexibility it has, so that way I can film closer to my body with minimal amount of distortion. You can see me here from this angle. There's like no distortion at all. It looks actually really, really good. That's actually a pause squat PR. I think that was 315 pounds. No, this is my pause squat PR. And, just trying to mess around with the lens and just kind of give my feedback here. Actually, I'm using knee wraps because, honestly, just security, really. There's a big mental aspect. I really think, actually, this is 325 pause squat. And the reason why I did so well is because, see how the plates are disorganized? I don't have 3 plates and a 5 on each side. I just have like, 45, 25, 25, and a bunch of 10s and 5s. And it kind of confuses me, so it makes me not realize how much is on the bar. Sometimes when I squat and there are 3 plates on each side, it kind of messes with my head. It's kind of interesting how that works. But that's like one of the reasons why I did so well. Interestingly enough, this is... for a deload, this is actually pretty heavy. Probably shouldn't have done so heavy, but overall, I feel pretty confident about my squat now. Alright, going back to the lens here, you can see the angle is the same, still about 12 feet away from the platform. The one thing I don't like is 2.8 is a little bit, again, I'm still trying to learn how to use the camera. I'm trying to learn how to use the f-stops and whatnot, just trying to figure out kind of like what the performance is like as I use things. That was 155 for a set of 5, I think, and then this is 135 for a set of 8. I think it was 8. No, I did 10 reps. What I did, I told myself I'm going to grab this bar, I'm going to freaking do 10 no matter what, and I'm going to do 10 no matter what. So what I did is I did push presses instead, or basically push jerks, really. Sometimes it's weird because the push jerk and push press, you can't really tell where that starts or ends at times. Because if you're moving the bar slow, it turns into a jerk, and if you are strong and fresh, a push press is pretty obvious. And then here's some cleans. Okay, so this is cleans kind of come in handy when you're trying to get a full body shot and you want the barbell to be close, or you want the camera to be close to the barbell, so that way when you're when I'm showing video, you can kind of see my from head to toe, and also you get better critiques. Here's the angle of the camera. This is again around 7 feet from the center of the platform. I moved the camera on this next shot, so that previous shot was still 12 feet. This is actually a different shot here, and here's a picture here on the left hand side. You can see me do some cleans with 155 here. I think it's 155, yeah. And here I'm practicing getting into the power position. Okay, you see me here, there's, so I just have 2 different angles so you can get an idea how far it is away from the platform, about 7 feet away from the platform. And you can see I'm getting better. This is actually, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm still the bar is getting a little bit far away from me. Probably next time I'll try to trace the bar path, but the bar path looks pretty decent. It's not getting too far away. I'm getting right into that hip crease, or not into the hip crease, but just below the hip crease on the thigh. But I recently learned that Dimas Pyros, one of the best world athletes of of Olympic lifting, freaking basically hip cleaned it, which is crazy. You need to be very explosive and powerful to do that. Don't really have a whole lot to say. Just want to have you look at the footage here. I did a clean, power clean from the ground, and then a hang clean. Hang power clean, I guess. Overall, I guess I'm going to say about the lens is, so far I really like it. It's a good wide angle lens. It takes really, really good photos. I did actually some real estate photos for my wife. She sold a house, and it was just kind of serendipitous. It was actually a coincidence that the lens came in at the right time, and her house just closed, and we were going down there just to pick up some paperwork or drop off the keys from the buyer. And what was interesting was that I was able to get some really, really good shots. And if you're interested in those shots, go ahead and leave a comment in the description. I'll share you a picture. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the test video footage. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.